Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Now if you guys are not aware, during the anniversary livestream they revealed 3 Pilgrims and 2 of them will be in the banner. And that's going to be Cinderella right here and of course Grave. Now Grave is going to be like the extra Pilgrim that nobody expects. I think a lot of players were expecting Cinderella pretty much, but then Grave came out of nowhere. So now if you are a free-to-play player, you might have to decide, okay, should I go for Cinderella or should I go for Grave, right? Also, we have Rapunzel, but she is going to be free. So let's talk about all the skill kits as presented in this particular live stream for the global site. And now on JP's stream, we also check out the additional footage that is shown during the gameplay and stuff. I will basically include that as well in this particular video. So let's jump into it. Okay, so Cinderella. Now, let's pause for a bit and have a look. So Cinderella is going to be a defender type, as you can see, rocket launcher. So she is going to be an electric type, which I'm quite surprised actually, because like quite a lot of electric type came out recently. We already have a lot of meta electric characters, right? So this is going to be something that's very interesting. So right now, if you look at the meta of electric in the game, I believe everybody has either Swimsuit Anise or Iron. Now of course we also have you know, Maid Privati, but she's also in the shotgun team specifically. And then we have the OG Scarlet, which is like the regular Scarlet, the drunk Scarlet. That is going to be pretty much our electric type. Cinderella is going to perhaps outface or basically power creep all of these other Nikkes. So I find that very interesting. So we're gonna see how this pans out, but right now it does seem like that's going to be the case. I know she's a defender type right here, but just because she's a defender type doesn't mean she's not going to be able to do any damage, right? So that's just going to be how it is. For example, Crown is also a defender, but she's much more of a supporter role. So I think for Cinderella's case, she's still going to be an attacker type, similar to like 2B. Defender is just going to be where her overload gears, you know, what you want to use in her gear slot is going to be affected, right? Uses glass slippers as her decoy and gains buffs to strengthen herself, and her burst skill allows her to use the buffs obtained from her glass slippers to deal significant damage to enemies. So it seems like she has a very spammable skill, as you can see right there. Very spammable, alright? And she has a very different concept compared to a lot of other characters in terms of rocket launcher units, right? Now again, let's look at that again, right? The amount of times that she can spam the shots for being a rocket launcher, that means that she's essentially a assault rifle or a machine gun rocket launcher unit, right? She's going to have a completely new mechanic. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Now I'm sure you guys are aware that if you play Nikke, right? For a lot of these rocket sniper rifle or rocket launcher units, if you have the overload gears on them, you ideally want to have the charge damage or charge speed. So that's going to be ideally the best thing to go with, right? For example. But with Cinderella, it seems like that's not going to be the case, or at least I don't see any charge bar that was being shown or being displayed right there. Maybe she just charges extremely fast, but we'll see how this new mechanic pans out. But if that's going to be the case, it feels like she's just going to be much more straightforward to build, right? Maybe you just build elemental damage dealt and attack percent. That could be a benefit that she has. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the other one, Grave. So Grave, on the other hand, is going to be a supporter. Again, let's pause on this screen. You can see supporter burst 2, alright, and she's going to be a fire type and assault rifle. Now, her being a supporter is going to mean that she doesn't really, or is not going to do much damage, which I think is fair. For most burst 2, usually they are just going to give support capabilities, right? Grave is a supporter who enhances herself through normal attacks and provides buffs for allies with pierce attacks. Now that's going to be pretty cool. I think if you have the ability to provide buffs with pierce, that means Red Hood is going to get that slight buff. I do like it, right? Since Red Hood can pretty much do pierce consistently alongside with let's see, Maxwell and maybe Alice to a certain extent, right? So that's going to be very interesting. When using her burst skill, she launches powerful pierce attacks and strengthens her allies. Not only that, but she also applies buffs to them after her burst skill ends. Now that's going to be pretty interesting, alright, to be able to provide buffs even after the burst skill ends. That means she might actually be meta. Now I feel like Crown is probably still going to be the much more universal supporter, and when Crown came out, she's pretty much the meta. She destroys the entire synergy of a lot of other characters, right? I'm sure you guys are aware, before Crown, there was the pair of twins, right? I think like this is something that a lot of players might be aware of, which is you know, Blanc and Noah, one of the most broken pair ever. And then we also have Tia and Naga, right? So Blanc and Noah, Tia and Naga, completely destroyed by Crown. One solo character literally has the ability to do that, right? Which was very, very surprising. So I don't know if that's going to be the case for Grave in this case, right? Well, she has the amazing support capabilities similar to Crown that will be able to carry that for a lot of other teams. Okay, so let's have a look at what she's able to do. As you can see, pretty simple and straightforward, alright? Okay, at least she has a very cool animation. Okay, so last but not least, we got Rapunzel Pure Grace. Now, Rapunzel is going to be the free character, and she is going to be a sniper rifle, very interesting. She's also a defender as opposed to a supporter, right? Now, what does she do is, it seems like she's a specialized character in giving you shield, alright, which I am not sure if that's going to be something that you really need, alright? If you look over here, Rapunzel Pure Grace is a defender who uses her burst skill to generate a fortified shield for her allies. At the same time, when maintaining full charge status, she restores the shield and enhances her allies' attack power. Now, I think that's pretty cool, right? Giving a shield and also buff you at the same time. She might actually be the first usable, I would say like so-called in the meta free character, right? Because she's pretty much a free character. And depending on how much attack power she can improve, but giving you shield and giving you attack boost is going to be something that I'm very, very curious about, right? The regular Rapunzel, if you guys are not aware, the default one, is one of the best healer in the game, right? If you guys have gotten her before, while she does have a 60 seconds burst, which is really, really insane and high, she's one of the few characters that can heal without needing to burst. So you can just rely on her full charge to be able to heal your characters pretty much. So she's a very, very flexible healer that can be slotted into any team pretty much because of that, right? Now I'm kind of curious if this new Rapunzel can compete with the old one. Surprisingly, they are both burst 1, so not a big fan of that because like when you use burst 1 character, that means you are not going to use a CDR character, right? Like Litter and stuff. So I'm not sure if we'll have a slot for her. Maybe you can slot her in as a secondary burst 1 with another 40 seconds character, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the best case scenario to try to use Rapunzel Pure Grace. But hey, we're gonna find that out eventually. Regardless, she's a free character. You can obtain up to 4 copies, limit break free, just by playing the game throughout in the 2nd anniversary of Nikke. So on JP server, they did showcase these characters. We haven't seen it yet, so let's see. Okay. Cinderella is right there.
シンデレラです。すいません、光がないですこれ。光がない。光がないです。もうけど情報発表したから。
By the way, she's a burst 3 defender again, right?
すっごいツンツンするじゃないですか。
これすごいんですよ。ちゃんとガラスの靴が展開時と敵が。
So she has a very unique new mechanic in which you can hold the weapon, it seems. There.
おしっぱです。おしっぱです私。
お尻大丈夫です？
これバグじゃないですよ。ちゃんとこういう仕様なんですよ。
She doesn't need to reload at all, which is kind of crazy, right?
もうお尻しか見えない。
Rocket launcher that doesn't need to reload until you use burst skill. Wow. That's pretty cool. Can see almost all the place the light doesn't shine. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean see what place? You didn't show the most important one, the GB. Whoa! 60 or $50?
射撃中見てください。
Wow!
どっちを使いますか皆さん。
It looks like a wedding costume.
可愛いじゃないですか。可愛いです。
Kawaii! Kawaii, right, guys? Okay, which one is better? Yo, why are the girls happy?
どちらがよろしいですか。
Rocket launcher by AR? I guess so, eh? Very unique. Competes with Crow and Kilo. Yeah, I wonder, right? Do we build her with charge time, charge damage? Because that's the most important overload stats for Rocket Launcher, but it seems like she bypassed that. Whoa, muscular woman. This is what they call representation in the United States of America. Muscular woman. So now we're waiting for fat woman. Okay?
リロードの時が特徴的で
The gun always has
それとリロード
smoke.
が違くないですか
Always.
弾を込めるんじゃなくて撃てなくなる
Needs to be more see-through.
ストーリー読むと分かるんですよ
Okay.
ラプンツェルさん
The abs is too much.
お
Okay, Rapunzel, the massive. The massive. Oh wait, she has a halo. Wow.
これは制御してますね
表情がいいです
あ、お
She's a sniper rifle now.
こちらだ。
十字架のスナイパーライフルということで
Sniper rifle. Scarlet Black Shadow.
ママさんこれです
Oh
マ
wow.
マさんこれで
You
す
could almost see it.
本当にいや危ない危ない
You can almost see it, man. Oh, bouncy, bouncy.
私の服を切りつけてしまいそうだ
With this costume, now Nikke is officially a gunner again.
違う、太ももとか言ってる場合じゃない。
Rapunzel is booty cover.
でも欲
Okay,
しい。
who is gonna get this? Solo raids.
Solo raid で
Everybody's favorite. Solo raids. Everybody here loves solo raids, right?
使って遊んでいこうかな
My three favorite thing to do in Nikke: solo raids, union raids,
そうです
co-op.
ねちょっと太も
Alright, everybody's favorite.
見てもらえれば始めます
So look, solo raids. Isabel is being used. Okay, let's have a look.
テーマソングでしてボス中は
Nikke does not shy away from tattoo groups.
じゃあご了承ください
So this boss is a train at first, or some sort of vehicle, moving
前
vehicle.
線っぽいでしょこれ
Behemoth.
横スクロールなんですよこれでほらシンデレラ押すだけで
Look at Cinderella.
ねお尻より見てるところがある大事これは
Man, Cinderella is firing not huge. How is she mass? Okay. Wow, so cool, man.
さあお次は
So bright. Damn, that's a lot of multi hits. Her ultimate seems really broken.
結構やることが大変なので喋れなくなる可能性があります
So she's a rocket launcher that can just shoot missiles all the way.
変化があります
Damn.
ベヒモスというからにはお牛ということで
Okay.
横スクロールから縦
Now she become a
すご
bull.
いですね石を投げてきます
Destroy the rock.
信じる者たちに
Give the shield.
だいぶ斬新ですよね
Okay, Rapunzel give the shield.
グレーン行きましょうか
Grave.
一緒に花見でもどうだ
Ooh, Scarlet Black Shadow. That is so cool, man. Man, that is so cool,
変
eh?
えましょうかそうこの時
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
発動中は無限です
Is Cinderella the SBS killer? I have no idea.
これがね
Uh oh. Gotta destroy the rocks. Destroy the goddamn rocks, man.
信じる者たちに
Okay, she's always recharging the shield, right?
投げてきたり
Yeah, that rocks can be annoying. I think you gotta use like a multi-hit character like machine gun, like Modernia or something, right?
シューティングシューティング
Because it looks like it's gonna have a different mechanic. Red circle time.
ちなみにベヒモスの
Wow.
弱点は電撃なのでまあ今回であればシンデレラもしくはイサベルが、
Uh-oh.
かなり相性いいです
ちゃんとジャンプついて。
That rock is so tanky.
強いんですよこれ
It's really tanky. Right?
最高出力でいく
I've never seen such a tanky rock before.
一緒に花見でもどうだ
いいですよねやっぱ
I wonder if they'll get through or not.
ああいう剣を持った女性の絵になるところがずっと見てられるなって思ってしかもコスチュームがさな引くだけでロビーラストもらえ
Just
ま
a
すか
little
ら、
bit more.
そこが嬉しい
Beat the QTE, man.
者たちに心が洗う
I mean, beat the red circle.
間に合うかな
出力でいく
I don't know if they get through with the red circle or not. I don't think the person is aiming in the red circle, right?
みんな見ちゃうわ
あやばい
Oh no, he didn't get it. Oh no. That's what happened if you miss the red circle,
ま
guys.
だいけるまだいける123いる
頑張ってます。
まだいけるまだいけるまだいける
GG. Oh no, the boss can do that? He can sort of stun you in a way.
で次が難しいんですよこれ
信じる
ここ
者
が難しい
Ooh.
心が
So this is the part where the boss has the other layer of red circle, right? Ooh, should have fired. That's too late. Yeah, that's too late. Yeah, that's something that the mechanics, you gotta be careful with that, right? Wow.
あそこがね
Skill
あそこ
issue.
がね結構ね
It's okay, it's okay. We get to see what the boss is capable of, right? That's the whole point, to see what the boss is capable of, in case you fail the red circle yourself, right? Because that's going to happen, right? Let's be honest. So yeah, overall, that's pretty much what we are getting in the second anniversary in terms of the characters, right? So hopefully this is going to be a brief showcase. Personally, I'm still undecided if Cinderella is going to be a better pick, or in this case, Grave, right? So we gotta wait and see. Ideally, you want to try to get both because these are two pilgrims, but also be aware of what's to come afterwards. I'm gonna try to make like a separate roadmap video to give you guys a perspective based upon last year, so that you guys get a gauge of what characters we can expect. Usually around December, we'll have one more limited or two limited characters, and then January, that's probably where they'll rerun Scarlet Black Shadow again, perhaps. So if you guys are looking to pull her, that's going to be a very, very good time. Alright, so with that being said, that's going to be it for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think of the Nikke second anniversary showcase, live stream, or anything that you guys are aware of. Give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.